My 31F boyfriend, 30M, told me he hates me last night. We had yet another fight about my cats. I have two of them and he invited us to live with him earlier this year. Turns out he hates cats and hates living with them even more. The fight was because my one cat is now so scared of him that he now pees himself when my boyfriend disciplines him, smacks him on the nose, which happened last night. My cat was down on the bathroom floor with his ears pinned back, so I picked him up to hold him and comfort him, and my boyfriend yelled in my face about how my cats are spoiled and he's not going to live with a cat that meows all the time. I cried and asked him for the umpteenth time to not hit or scare my cats and that it freaks me out to see them so scared. We argued until we went to bed, where he said he can't live like this and that he feels anger and hate. He then said he hates me for this. He always picks fights like this when I'm exhausted or sick and then gets livid when I inevitably cry at being yelled at, but this was the worst one yet. I feel so alone. I can't move out yet either. I can't tell anyone in my life. I just needed to get it out there and maybe get some advice while I figure out what to do. Mom posted wife's bikini pic without permission. Over Thanksgiving week my parents rented a vacation house in a warm climate for my extended family, 16 of us. The house was going unused for a day at the beginning of the rental, so I asked if my wife, 24F, and I, 26M, could fly in early and have it to ourselves for a day. They said sure. We flew in Saturday morning, and the rest of the family wasn't going to join until Sunday. My wife and I were having a chill day at the pool in the backyard Saturday, and heard someone inside the house. Surprise! My parents, brother and his wife and kids showed up a day earlier than expected. It was honestly a bit disappointing as we were looking forward to a day to ourselves. When they showed up, my wife was in a very revealing bikini, which she thought she was wearing just for the two of us. It's not something she'd ever wear around family. We all said our hellos, and I noticed she got several looks, and a compliment, "Damn," from my sister-in-law. She didn't cover up or go inside to change, and my mother whispered something to me about her covering up a little. I told her to relax. Well, some pictures were taken, and yesterday my mom posted one of my wife, me and two others on Facebook, with my wife in full view in her bikini. I was upset. I told her she should have asked before doing that. She said if it was okay for my wife to wear it publicly, why would she mind if it was online? My wife is a good sport about it and doesn't care, but I do. Am I a jerk here? I posted my nudes online as a silent fuck you to my fiancé. I, 27F, using another account, posted my nudes on a random sub a few nights ago, as a silent fuck you to my fiancé. He has a porn addiction. Porn has been an issue for 10 years in our relationship. I decided if you can't beat them, join them. I posted my nudes on a random sub I know he has looked at in hopes he'd see me. He probably would recognize the nudes. They were ones I had sent him. But then again, he's spent hours looking, so maybe he wouldn't even tell me apart. I looked fantastic. They were sexy. They were tasteful. Faceless, of course. My messages blew up. Comments came flooding in. It felt so good to see all these strangers complimenting me and my body. Something I've been craving for such a long time. I didn't reply to any of the comments or messages. I deleted it after about an hour as I got paranoid. But man, it felt so good. I foresee me posting again when I'm in need to reminding what a badass I am. I kind of feel bad. But also, fuck him. My friend got married. She did something that made me realize someday I will too. We have been friends since high school, went to the same college, different majors. She's one of the nicest girls you can meet. She was a great student, all her friends love her, and she works really hard. I always admired her for this. She got married a couple of weeks ago. During the ceremony, held in a church, I got to thinking, as one does in a wedding, I would never get married in a church. I don't even want to get married. Who would I even marry anyway, etc. In the reception, one of the bridesmaids handed me a little ribbon with my name embroidered. In my country, we have a tradition to put the names of single people, friends and family of the bride, usually, in the hem of the bride's dress, so they too find love. I didn't think much of it until a few days ago. Maybe someday I'll want to get married. And maybe I'll find someone that I will want to marry. And if the nicest, most lovable girl believes I will find love so much she put my name in her wedding dress, maybe I believe too. My daughter called me to pick her up. I am so proud. I am 40, have 3 kids. This is about my oldest, F16. I have always told my kids they can call me anytime if they are in a situation or just need a ride and I will pick them up, no questions or judgment. As a teen myself, I was stupid and often rode with people who were drunk or high when I should have just called someone to pick me up. As my daughter got older, especially once she started driving, I wanted her to know at any time of day she could call and I could give her a ride. Well, it happened last night / early in the morning. My oldest was staying with her mom. Until I got a call at 2 a.m. from my daughter telling me she was drunk and unable to drive / get a ride. I picked her up. She puked in my car. It was an experience. I made her go to school today. Very hungover because she decided to drink on a school night. My biggest issue is her lying about staying with her mom to me. But I'm also so proud of her for realizing it was unsafe to drive and knew she could call me and I would pick her up. We haven't had a conversation about it yet. I am mostly upset about the lying, not the drinking. But like I said, I am proud of her.